Welcome back to Grammar Grade 6. This is Unit 7, Lesson 46, and today we're learning about the little words that hold sentences together, conjunctions. You use them all day long without even thinking about it. Every time you say cats and dogs, or I wanted to, but I couldn't, you're reaching for a conjunction. They're small, but they do a huge job. Let's take a close look. So, what exactly is a conjunction? A conjunction is a word that joins things together. It can connect two single words, like salt and pepper, or it can connect two whole groups of words. Picture a conjunction as a little bit of glue. On its own, it doesn't say much, but it holds two ideas side by side so they belong to the same sentence. Whenever you see two things linked up, there's usually a conjunction doing the joining. The most common conjunctions are three tiny words: and, but, and or. Grammar people call these coordinating conjunctions because they join equal parts. There's actually a full set of 7, and there's a famous nickname that helps you remember them all: FANBOYS. Each letter stands for one: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. And is the star, but is close behind, and or shows up all the time too. The key idea is that a coordinating conjunction joins parts that are the same kind of thing: two words, two phrases, or two full sentences. Let's start with the smallest job, joining two single words. Take the sentence, I love cats and dogs. Here, the word and joins two words, cats and dogs, into one neat pair. It works with any kind of word, not just nouns. You can join two colors, red or blue. You can join two describing words, fast but tired. You can even join two actions, jump and run. In every case, the conjunction sits between the two words and glues them together into one pair. Now let's give the conjunction a bigger job. Instead of single words, it can join two phrases. A phrase is just a small group of words that go together. Look at this. We hiked up the hill and across the field. The same little word, and, is now linking two phrases: up the hill and across the field. Here's another one: over the bridge or through the tunnel. Notice the conjunction hasn't changed at all. It's the same joiner, just holding bigger pieces together this time. Here's the biggest job of all. A coordinating conjunction can join two complete sentences into one. Take two little sentences. I ran to the bus stop. I was still late. Each one could stand on its own, but we can smooth them into a single sentence like this: I ran to the bus stop, but I was still late. Notice two things. We use the word but because the second idea contrasts with the first. And just before that but, we placed a comma. When you glue two full sentences together with a joiner, put a comma right before the conjunction. Now, here's something important. These joiners are not interchangeable. Each one carries its own meaning. And is the adder. It says this plus that too, as in bread and butter. But is the contraster. It signals a turn or an opposite, as in small but strong. And or offers a choice between options, as in tea or coffee. So before you drop a conjunction into a sentence, ask yourself, am I adding, am I contrasting, or am I offering a choice? Then pick the joiner that matches the idea in your head. Here's one more flavor to know about, just lightly. Some conjunctions come in matched pairs called correlative conjunctions. Instead of one word doing the joining, two words split the work. You'll hear either paired with or. Either Sam or Mia will win. You'll hear neither paired with nor. Neither rain nor snow stopped us. And you'll hear both paired with and. Both cake and pie were gone. The trick to remember is that these two halves always travel together. If you start with either, you have to finish with or. Let's turn all of that into a quick check you can run on any sentence. Step 1. Spot the joiner, usually and, but, or. Step 2. Look at what sits just to the left and just to the right of it. Step 3. Those two matching parts are exactly what the conjunction is joining. And remember, the parts it joins can be single words, they can be phrases, or they can be whole sentences. Same little joiner, 3 sizes of job. Ready to practice? Let's try a few together. In this first set, I'll show you a sentence, and your job is to find the conjunction, the word that's doing the joining. Pause the video and pick it out yourself before I reveal the answer. We pack sandwiches and juice for the trip. Which word is the conjunction? Look for the little joiner. It's the word and, sitting right between sandwiches and juice, gluing those two words together. So the answer is and. The soup was hot, but it tasted delicious. Where's the joiner? This time it's the word but. It joins two complete ideas, and it signals a contrast, hot, yet still delicious. Notice the comma sitting right before it, which is your clue that two sentences are being joined. So the answer is but. Would you like tea or coffee? Which word joins? It's the word or, sitting between tea and coffee. And think about its meaning. It's offering you a choice between the two. So the answer is or. Now for a trickier set. Each sentence is missing its conjunction. Read the two ideas. Decide whether you're adding, contrasting, or choosing, and pick the joiner that fits best. Pause and try each one before I answer. I studied hard, blank. I still felt nervous. Which joiner fits? Think about the two ideas. Studying hard should make you feel ready, yet this person still felt nervous. That's a contrast, a turn to the opposite. The joiner that shows contrast is but, so the answer is but. You can walk to school, blank, ride the bus. Which fits? Here you're being offered two possibilities, and you get to pick one. Walking is one option, riding the bus is the other. When you're choosing between options, the joiner is or, so the answer is or. The garden had roses, blank, tulips in bloom. Which joiner fits here? Both flowers were there together. The roses were blooming, and so were the tulips. You're simply adding one to the other, not contrasting and not choosing. The joiner that adds is and, so the answer is and. Let's wrap up. A conjunction is a joining word. It links single words, phrases, or even whole sentences. The everyday ones are and, but, and or, part of the FANBOYS set, and each carries its own meaning. And adds, but contrasts, and or offers a choice. And don't forget, when you join two full sentences with a conjunction, drop a comma in right before it. Spot the joiner, look at what's on each side, and you'll always see what it's connecting. Great work today. I'll see you in the next lesson.